Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan here, and we are back again with some more Hearthstone. And today we're going to be playing as the Druid with a deck that resembles green, the color green. You know, I like green. Green is the color of money. It is the color of trees and life and oxygen. No, but this deck is called Essence of Green because it actually resembles the color green from Magic the Gathering, which is a very rampy deck which sort of plays higher cost minions. It's somewhat similar to what you might call net deck Ramp Druid, but we're going to go ahead and actually make this deck really quick in Hearthstone with what is, it's called Hearthstone Deck Tracker, and if you guys haven't heard of this program, you really should use it, because it is very nice, to keep track of a bunch of stats and stuff, and it's just really cool stuff. So, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I have all the right cards here. So, okay, so let me just go over the deck really quick. Innervate's obvious, Zombie Chow obvious, Wild Growth obvious, Wrath obvious, Sunfairy Protector because I have some larger guys down here that don't have taunt, that should have taunt, such as possibly Chromaggus or Kel'Thuzad. Savage Roar to go with my one Force of Nature that I have. Normally, like, if I had another Force of Nature, there might be two of them in here, but as such, I only have one to get this combo off. BGH, Grove Tender, surprisingly Grove Tender, and the reason I have this is because, if each player gains a mana crystal, I am obviously going to make much better use of being in the higher mana curve, in a game. Or, as I draw a card, for example, that card is going to have more value to me because it's probably going to be a higher cost card that's going to mean a lot more to me and actually do more stuff than something like a Face Hunter or something like that, where he just needs a lot of cards, and one extra card probably isn't going to mean a ton to him. But look at that curve. That is just a sexy green rampy curve. And then we got a Shade of Naxxramas here, just for some flavor, I guess. 2 Swipes, 2 Keepers, 1 Anti-Keelbot, 1 Azure Drake, 1 Lotheb. Lotheb is good for extra protection if you have a couple of really expensive minions on the board and you want to keep them around for more than a turn because, I mean, you want to keep away from some Assassinates or whatever hard removal might be on the board, then Lotheb is good for you. 2 Sludge Belchers, 1 Force Nature, 1 Emperor Thorsan, Sylvanas, 2 Ancient of Lores, 1 Ancient of War. If I had another Ancient of War, I might actually include that in this deck, but I do not. Dr. Boom, Chromaggus, and Kel'Thuzad. So, Chromaggus is probably, well, Chromaggus and Kel'Thuzad are probably the most out-of-place cards for this deck, because they don't really, there's not really much synergy. It's, they're currently acting as good stuff cards. Chromaggus is there for extra card draw, except that, it's not really card draw, it's just copying what you already draw. So, it's a little bit of a different take there. On a different note, however, though, I actually am, oh, here, let me pull this up.
Malfurion versus Uther.
Keeper of the Grove, Dr. Boom, Kel'Thuzad. Oh, 2 Keeper of the Groves. Okay. So I'll go ahead and have those in my opening hand. On a different note, I'm actually thinking about getting a GTX 970 soon. I happen to have some extra cash on me, so to speak, and okay, so if I sell my current GPU right now, ooh, coin innervate. If I sell my current GPU right now, which is a GTX 770, it works out where I'd only have to pay approximately $100 out of my own pocket towards this new GPU, which is pretty spectacular. Let's see. So turn 3, I can coin innervate into Sylvanas possibly. I don't think he actually mulliganed all 3 of his cards, so he's probably not as stable as he would like. So I can coin Innervate into Sylvanas. I'm guessing she would die right away. Actually, okay, so this is going to be really fun. Innervate, Innervate. That'll put me at 7 mana into Dr. Boom. Or I can Innervate, Innervate, coin into Chromagus. Which would probably not... Well... So here's the question. I'm thinking Chromagus... Innervate, Innervate. So that's 5, 7... Probably into Chromagus, because that way you get the most value possible out of him. So, I mean, this probably isn't the right play, but it's going to be the fun play. And that's why I play Hearthstone, is for the fun plays. So, a turn 3 Chromagus, not bad. Not bad at all. Worth. Very worth. So, Paladins... Here's the thing. I'm thinking of any really hard removal he might have. Probably... Deal 3, okay. So I was thinking, you know, it just occurred to me that he might have an equality, and he would able to be to just kill it right away. So I mean, again, the better play was Dr. Boom, but we're not here for the better plays. We're here for the fun plays. And we have 4 mana. That's not excellent. Not excellent. God damn it. Okay, well, actually, he's probably the best. Excellent. That's probably the best time to actually have those at the moment. Really early game like this. But, kinda, sorta. Freaking Chromagus into 2 zombie chows. Oh well. Deal 3 damage, use up all his mana, that's what I like. Actually, okay, so what I can do is, I'm thinking actually silencing one of my zombie chows, and then, yeah, definitely.
I must safeguard the land.
So at least he won't be healing for 10. That's the good news. Bit of an unusual play there, but this is an unusual deck. Two shielded mini bots.
Reporting for duty.
So, what I can do is
What?
Silence that, pop that. Probably that, yeah. So I can, okay, so I'd have to use... Right.
Time waits for no one. I must safeguard the land.
Alright. So I was trying to work out what I should be doing. That way, best of board damage. I just a massive swing in tempo at the moment. Like, I mean, now would be the time for a Consecrate, so we can get one of those out of the way. But I mean, next turn, Dr. Boom, Ancient of Lore, all kinds of options. The times that Druid really works out are really, really fun matches. Seal of Light. Interesting. Concentrate. So he's going to go ahead and take out Keeper of the Grove, and he'll be at full health. But the thing is, we're now in the higher mana curves, so that's totally okay. See how he deals with a Dr. Boom, now that one of his Consecrates are out of the way. So, basically, he Equality Consecrates, assuming he has it.
Follow the rules.
Probably thinking Ancient of Lore, actually. Well, okay, now I can Wrath. Well... So the question is, Ancient of Lore, draw some cards, or Wrath into the Sludge Belcher to try to clear it. I like Wrathing into the Sludge Belcher a little bit better. Well, here, let's see what we get with this. Okay, so I can deal 1 damage. And we can go ahead and and yeah, we'll go into that. That way I can possibly throw power next turn just to clear that taunt. So we can start our Shade of Building, and I'm hoping to maybe draw a Sun Fury Protector.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power! Reporting for duty.
So I'm not sure that I can actually... Oh, this might be very interesting. Okay. So Sylvanas BGH, or Ancient of Lore, or Ancient of War. Ancient of Lore to draw 2 cards, and maybe hopefully draw Wrath. Draw 2 cards. Okay. I don't like that play, but not much I can really do. We have Swipe for the Thorstein removal. You know, the double discount is not ideal.
I wonder.
Okay, so he's going to do... Holy crap! So he's investing a lot into the Thorstein, which I think, honestly, you have to expect that he's going to die.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so can I clear it? So I'll have 9 damage in the bank, so I need to deal 4. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Actually, so I'm going to swipe anyway, right? So he'll be at 9. Damn. I wish I had, like, 1 more mana. I can then play Sun Fury. 9 damage into the 4. Clear that with my face? Oh, wait, duh! So fucking stupid. Okay, so obviously BGH that. But then, okay, so then what do we play, though? So probably, so BGH...
Time waits for no one.
Okay, so let's do this for sure to make sure that's what we do. And then, I'm thinking, actually, hit him in the face into Sun Fury.
Shields up.
Ooh.
For the wild.
And I cast it. I got the Wrath out to actually spend the mana, so I can just draw more cards next turn. I would be out of mana anyway. So I really need to draw some heals. But basically, I have 8 plus 5. So it's probably going to clear the Shade, I would assume. Clear both. Okay. I mean, he is out of cards at this point, so... Or almost, rather. is going to take 4. Do that. Excellent. So I can Kel'Thuzad. I actually like having Ancient of Lore as a. Because I mean, what is he gonna do with it, right?
For the wild.
I think just face. I want to save the 1 armor. I just want to get as much armor and or health as possible at this point. So I mean, let's say worst case scenario, he kills the Ancient of Lore or silences it, right? He's gonna hit me for 4. Worst he can do is what? Consecrate? Minion plus 3. Okay, so he can't quite clear it. Okay, so he can clear it. I still have a much better board though.
Reporting for duty.
I just want to see what I get. Probably the play here is Kel'Thuzad. Actually, I don't like Kel'Thuzad.
I got this.
I'm not sure if I'm too slow at this point. Because basically I hit him for 7 swipe next turn. So I am technically threatening lethal, and he has to have an answer right now. I am threatening lethal majorly. Okay, so he drew the one thing that was actually would save him. Well, actually, does it? Does it save him? So, Force of Nature... Force of Nature into the 2, so that clears that, that clears that, that clears that. So Force of Nature is probably not a good option. So I think obvious. Well, I can swipe, hit it, hit that. Lotheb Sludge Belcher. Actually, like that better. Double discount. I like wrap this game up like quickly, you know. Because I feel like, you know, the longer, well, I mean, again, I'm threatening lethal, but like the longer you wait, the more chance there is that he's going to pull something out of his ass. But I don't think paladins have a way. Like even a Tyrion right now would not save him. But I mean, I'm right where I need to be in terms of playing this deck. So yeah, looks like he doesn't have an immediate solution. So I'm pretty sure he loses at this point.
I wonder.
Well played.
The victory is yours.
The key is to have answers to paladins in the mid-range part of the game. Because that's where they'll screw you over, basically. So he kind of had an interesting deck here. If you look... Consecrate Hammer of Wrath, Blessed Champion... I mean, kind of a different paladin deck. Not a net deck by any means, I don't think. Otherwise, we probably would have seen some Pilot of Shredders or something.
Victory or death!
Toss all of these.
I must protect the wild.
Toss all of these. The great thing about drawing those really high-cost cards, you don't know what you're going to get, right? But you have a good chance to mulligan for something like a Wild Growth, which is obviously one of your most powerful starting cards, or even an Innervate right here. So we'll see how this goes. But I mean, that game I was able to... I think... Oh, never mind. So coin, Innervate, so turn 2 Sludge Belcher, or turn 2 Azure Drake. I prefer the Sludge Belcher play, unless I draw some sort of spell at this point. like, if I draw a swipe, coin Innervate into Azure Drake might not be a bad idea. I mean, well, I wouldn't be able to use it, of course. I'm thinking Innervate into... Turn 1 Naxxramas can be really, really scary. Because you can have so much damage just building up. But basically, turn 2...
Armor made to fit.
Armor Smith. So, best place to hit the button. I don't have a solid turn 4 play either, unless I draw something.
Let the pain speak.
So this is definitely Patron Warrior. Definitely Patron Warrior. Sludge Belcher can shut down Patron Warrior, though, given the right circumstances. Oh, do I silence the Acolyte? I almost gotta, right?
I must safeguard.
Because the alternative, right, is just... is hitting the button. Interesting. Gain 5 armor, draw a card. Well, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe this is Control Warrior and he's just building up enough for a slam. Well, I think our best play is just there. That way he doesn't have a good, he doesn't have a good target for his slam. Assuming that that's what he's running. But I mean, next turn, you know, well, definitely Sludge Belcher. Deal with that. Bait out your slam so I can play my Ancient of Lore. Not next turn, but...
By the power of Ragnaros,
Interesting.
I have the power.
Not a bad time to play Thaurissan, really. The thing is, I can clear it. That is very promising. That is excellent time to draw a Thaurissan. And we'll keep the shade building. How fun is that? 8/8 Shade of Naxxramas. We got a taunt.
I have no time for games.
Oh, Sylvanas. That's kind of scary. What do we do?
What?
So we pop the shade, right? I think actually shade into Sylvanas. Worst case scenario, she steals. It's stolen by her, and then I just Savage Roar. It's a shitty play, but no, I'd probably Ancient of Lore. Yeah, very good. Okay.
Feel nature's
So then we will draw some cards. So I have answers. Okay. So possible plays include Azure Drake into Sunfury Protector for 2/5/5 taunts. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, that's definitely a Savage Roar target, but then what else do I use with my mana? Deal 2. Actually, deal 2 that I can save Savage Roar? Or would this be an ideal time for Savage Roar? That saves me some mana, but what am I gonna do with 4? I like that play actually though.
I must safeguard.
Deal 2 damage, do that. Wrath into that. I probably should have cleared the boom bots first. Well, one of the boom bots. And then we'll go ahead and do
For the wild.
So not really a bad position at this point. That's scary.
Back to work.
Just went in for 12. Oh gosh, it's such a fucking bitch.
Feel nature's wrath.
Interesting. Oh, fuck. That might have lost us the game right there. I'm out of silences. I'd have to clear it. What do I have that could save me? Swipes.
That belongs in a museum.
I must choose.
That was dumb. Savage Roar allows me to clear the Belcher and keep the Ancient of Lore, or Ancient of War. But the question is, what do I do next turn?
What to do?
I'm out of taunts. So I'd have to fucking kill it. So Savage Roar kills that. Oh, what a shitty situation. Oh, I gotta hook the slope. Exactly the slope. God damn it. I'm alive. If he doesn't execute, though. Or slam. Really, I mean, there's a lot of answers that would, Yep. GG. I mean, you know, that was an okay match. I like Grommash myself, like the actual card, so Whatever. I'm okay losing to it just because I like it. What an unusual warrior deck, though. I mean, unless that's just straight control warrior. I bet that was control warrior, actually. But, like, you know, control warrior, you see brawls, you see... Wow, what a shitty opening hand. You see, brawls, you see slams. I mean, he had, like, 11 armor.
Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect.
Well, this will be our last match, though. Just trying out our rampiness. Savage Roar Belcher cut the odd. Well, that's about as crappy as it gets. Oh, Wrath. Alright. So turn 1 Northshire is immediately countered, which is kind of nice. Okay, Dragon Priest. Bye.
Well played.
Interesting.
Is someone injured?
There's the fucking Northshire.
For the wild.
An Innervate would be great.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Dragon Priest. Interesting. You don't see these decks often. Everything is so shitty.
For the wild.
So this is where, like, you know, the rampy type of druid just falls apart because he doesn't have the ramp, which makes him a ramp druid. Which is unfortunate. Chromagus, oh my gosh. So worst case scenario, Belcher gets silenced. The okay thing is that I have another one, but I mean that's most of our delay in the deck. So is he going to... Okay. That is unfortunate. Okay, so Force Nature... Belcher or Sylvanas? Swipe doesn't do it. I like Sylvanas, actually.
What to do?
I have no time.
So he can
for
clear
games.
into it. Best case scenario, he clears into it. It's kind of ironic. Sylvanas says... Sylvanas is known to be a card more in control type of decks, right? Slower decks. But she says, I have no time for games, which is a little bit ironic. Because she's like, let's get it going, I don't have time, but actually she's a really slow card overall. Oh, shitty.
Embrace the void.
Move quickly.
This is so shitty. So, the 5 damage clears that. I'm thinking Force of Nature is probably the best play.
What?
Swipe just doesn't do it at this point, really. Because Swipe takes out the Azure.
What?
Or I could save it for the Force of Nature Savage or combo, which is kind of fun.
Time waits for
Alright, let's do it.
Let none survive.
We're gonna do it.
Ah, the great outdoors.
There. Now next turn, Force of Nature Savage Roar is online with 2 creatures additionally on the board. So, hopefully, he doesn't have Shadow Bolt. I doubt he would, though. That's a deck that I actually want to put together once I spend more money on this game and get some more epics. Is Shadow Priest, and I don't mean like there's a control-y type of Shadow Priest, but there's also a deck that I kind of hypothesized or theory crafted. Oh, that's not good. He doesn't have... Oh, shit. Don't be Sludge Belcher. Okay.
Quickly.
It's a pretty good combo, actually. Okay.
Well played.
For the wire.
What was he at? 29.
Well played.
Oh, so anyway, as I was saying,
Druid. The wild is mine to control.
what do you want? Go away.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Play.
So the Shadow Priest that I have in mind is actually like an aggro priest, right? I don't know if it's been done before, but you know, you combo things like Leper Gnome, what's the Shadow? Is it Shadow Bolt? It's the deal 5 damage to the enemy champion or character, whatever. And then you just run aggro with a couple of Shadow Form in there, and you just sort of keep weaning them down with your hero power. Very much like Face Hunter, but basically with Shadow Form, you aim to actually deal 3 damage to the hero instead of 2. And instead of kill command, you pretty much have... Ooh. Oh my god, are you serious? I bet he has an Inner Fire in there. I bet I actually prefer... I'm not dealing with it.
Well played.
Obey the call of Kel'Thuzad.
So I'm guessing he's gonna just silence Belcher, Inner Fire the Drake. I'm gonna silence this guy, he's been fucking annoying. Death.
Return.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
What an interesting match. I need... There's really nothing I can do. I don't have an answer to this. This is so shitty. I mean, at this point, he just draws a silence. And we might even be dead in the water. Because he can clear Belcher this turn, right? And then what? The only thing that's really protecting me is the possibility that... Ooh, he has a golden Calthazad.
Obey the call of Calthazad.
This is such a ridiculous board state. I would have to kill the Twilight Drake, right? And then kill Calthazad. Calthazad's out of BGH range. I already used it. Okay. I have to silence the Twilight Drake.
I must safeguard the land.
Yeah, fuck you. So. There. Wow. Was that stressful? Holy cow. We have stabilized. Shadow Word Death. So both of his Shadow Word Deaths are gone. So this match is actually looking up.
Power flows through me.
Almost.
For the wilds, feel nature's wrath.
I mean, it's a crapshoot whether he survives next turn. But I really need the card draw at this point. I have Thorsan, which is a nice meaty target. His mind control is possibly online if he has one. That would be pretty much a game ender, is mind control. Mind controls the Chromagus. My Force of Nature Savage Roar combo's gone, so what I have left is Zombie Chow, Wild Growth, Wrathstone Fury, so there's not a lot. Like, Ancient of Lore draws me more cards. Both of my Wild Growths draw me more cards. And what exactly am I drawing into? A Zombie Chow, a Sunfury Protector. These aren't win conditions, they're just utility. My only big hitters that I would really want to draw into is Dr. Boom, Ancient of War. God damn it. Wait a minute! Oh, thank you so much. I mean, hey, we might be dead in water. I don't care though. 5 deal. So I can innervate for 12 mana. That would mean that I have 8 plus 5, so I could 8 into 4. So I'd have to taunt the Thorsan. Or... No. So that's 8, so I'm 13, so I'm 1 mana short to Azure Swipe. So that's 6-8. I'm 1 mana short to Thor's Hand, Azir, Sun Fury. Ugh. Thor's Hand, Sun Fury. So now we have, next turn, we can Azir swipe. Azir swipe deals, so that was the card that he copied. This guy is like... Azir swipe into what exactly? Coin into Wrath. Or innovate into Wrath. Azir swipe. So swipe the... Okay. So Azir swipe the Azir Wrath the 7-8.
What to do?
No, Wrath the 6-8. Swipe it.
Time waits for no one.
I'm taking 10 damage. That's going to hurt a lot. Oh, I should have swiped while I had the chance. Fuck! Oh my god, I'm just tired of this fucking thing. Look at all of the crap that's on it. Thank you.
I must safeguard the land.
For the wild.
Okay. This is one of the grindiest matches I think I've ever been in. Mill aside. This is just insane. Like, what else do you have? Shadow Word Painter 2-4. What a stupid use of Wild Growth. Okay.
Shields up.
There we go. I've got Wild Growth. Wild Growth to draw an extra card next turn. This might go into fatigue.
Almost out of cards.
Yeah, both of his Shadow Word deaths are gone. Both.
I'm out of cards.
Excellent. What are you gonna do? Innervate? Wild Growth? Man.
Quickly.
Deal 2. Okay. So the thingy is dead. Oh, wait, what? How is he not dead? Oh. Okay. Actually, I want to draw 2 cards from here. Draw 2 cards or restore 5. I almost have to draw the cards. So what do I have left? Ancient of War, Shade, right? Zombie Chow. So, if I draw... I could draw all of those right now. So I have to survive 1 turn. Or... No. Yeah. Wild Growth and hope I draw an Ancient of War. Yes!
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
At this point, we're walking the cards. I'm willing to take the 3. Excellent. What an amazing match, you know? It's just so... Oh, okay, I think he might have just lost. Yep. Well played.
Well played.
What a great match. Like, this is what I'm talking about. These kinds of matches are fun as hell.
You have been.
Because they're so unusual. Like, we were so close, right? I'm actually let's see. Because it's like that's just straight fun, you know? It's just 2 decks going head to head, toe to toe, sort of a rampy aspect where it's like, you know, you don't have a ton of removal or anything like. Well, I mean, you know, I'm not going to say like basic. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that was an unusual deck, right? We looked. Let's look at his entire deck. He didn't have Kel'Thuzad, he didn't have Mark of Nature, Wild Growth, Shadow Word Pain. I don't know why that's green, Naturalize. But, like, Dragon Priest, it's a deck out of the meta. It's fun to play against decks that are out of the meta. It's not the same Patron Warrior, Tempo Mage, even Freeze Mage. You know, it's just some good old-fashioned fun, playing Hearthstone, where you go at it on the battlefield, see which minions are better. And even if I would have lost that, I would have had, you know, it was a lot of fun regardless, because it actually makes you think as to whether, like, do I have an answer to his 424 Twilight Drake? So it's just, I don't know. But anyway, that was some Hearthstone, guys, and thank you all for watching. As always, feel free to leave a rating on the video if you did enjoy it, and as always, feel free to subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I'll see you guys later.